Hey there, folks.
Folks, welcome back to Let's Play Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 on Mysterious JG. I had a little start-stop thing. I was starting to record a video and realized that it screwed up my settings and wasn't capturing my sound properly. But this will be our first video that will feature actual gameplay, because last time I talked for about 15 minutes about the story of Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and then we watched about 15 minutes worth of the prologue. And got a 30-minute video without getting to the game. That happens, folks. It happens. So this will be our first video with gameplay. I'm going to show you real quick the little preview action that they do if you don't press start, which will take a few minutes, and then we'll jump right into the game itself. But for anybody who skipped the first video because it says no gameplay, gameplay starts on video 2, I just want to throw this out there again. I'm playing on the first difficulty setting, as you can see from Team Missions, which I unlocked last night when playing through the first stage of the story. There are a total of 5 difficulties: Acolyte, Warrior, Mentor, Master Ninja, Ultimate Ninja. You start out being able to play Acolyte and Warrior. I'm going to start out on Acolyte difficulty to please the story. If that bothers you, move on. Find another LP on a higher difficulty. I'm not an expert with any of the combos. I tend to kind of button mash through. I'm just trying to see the story and have some fun. If that bothers you and you want to see a super pro playthrough, move on, find another LP. I'm going to use a fact so that I don't miss any of the major power-up items, because I want to sort of do a fairly complete playthrough of the game and show everything, even if it is on a lower difficulty. If that bothers you, move on. I'm saying all this now. I had like 1 or 2 people, one mostly with a little cheerleader monkey on his shoulder, just giving me shit in the comments of Ninja Gaiden Sigma about how it was like, oh, you're ruining the game, this is terrible, it's an insult to the programmers, you're playing on normal difficulty and you're spamming for essence, you don't need to do that, like, you're even using a FAQ, what do you call yourself a gamer? I'm saying, I'm going to use a FAQ. I'm going to play on the default difficulty and not kick it up to a higher difficulty. I'm just saying, all that stuff now. Okay? You either enjoy my LPs because you think you enjoy my commentary style or humor, or you want to see someone play the RTK games and no one else is playing them. In this case, that doesn't apply, so it's probably down to you enjoy my playstyle, and that's fine. But I'm not going to show you the most, gamer skill adept playthrough of this game ever. So let's take a minute to check out all the cool over-the-top sexy ladies that we don't get to play as for a long time in preview combat, and then we'll start playing as Ryu, because that's what most of the game is about. So if you do not press the start button, it throws you into, why aren't you pressing the start button? Check out all the cool shit you're missing, see? You could be cutting dudes right through the chest, kicking them in the face, dodging explosions, all this shit you could be doing right now. That spinning powder over to the lady. And Rachel is back. Form-fitting outfit, her awesome little spin evades. She now has a machine gun, which she may or may not have had last time. It's possible she had that last time and I just didn't know how to use it. And she's got magic. Ryu's back fighting gangly demons. As soon as we get good at killing humans, they'll stop showing up and there'll be a game entirely about fighting gangly demons. And machine gun demons. I don't know how much fun it is to be one of them. I am looking forward to playing as Ayane. She's, I've enjoyed playing as her in 1 or 2 of the other Kawaii games. She is much like Raphael in that she fights with size, and she has a tude. Give me a break. Michelangelo, of course, is a party dude. And this is pretty much her Muso. I think this is her you can play as Ayane in a non-Dead or Alive game debut. This might even come before the Dead or Alive games, I don't really know. But yeah, her moveset in this is the basis of the times she shows up as like a character in various Warriors games. And they give you little hints and tips on how to fight some of these bosses, I'm guessing. Because the very first stage had like 3 boss battles in it when I played it the other night, so I think this game will be very heavy on boss encounters. you can see the peaceful shrine maiden who's devoted her life to purifying spirits and murdering everybody. And here's our preview of the fact that this game features tag team fighting, multiplayer fighting. You and a friend can play, but it's not couch multiplayer, which sucks. You have to both be on the PlayStation Network. In theory, if I really enjoy this game and Bobo gets into it, I could be doing Let's Play Together stuff with Bobo of team mode, but it seems very unlikely as we both have a lot of other games we want to get to. That being said, let's do... And see, the starting default is Path of the Acolyte. You would have to switch intentionally to Path of the Warrior to be more difficult. I'm going with the default difficulty. It's okay. The Acolyte path... What is the Acolytes? This is Bradshaw and Farouk. The Acolyte walks the path of shadows for the first time. Do not be afraid of what lies ahead. Stand tall as a ninja. Do not go against the ninja. This is not my connection. Also, the Path of the Warrior. Those adept at battle walk the Path of the Warrior at all times. In the life of a true ninja, every day brings one closer to death. We're going to go with the Path of the Acolyte. We're going to become the Acolyte Protection Agency. And we're going to play through. It's going to be fine. We're going to use a FAQ. We're not going to farm for essence because I don't know that you can, really. It'll be fine. Sky City, Tokyo. Special Agent Sonia appears at the door of the tiny shop run by Master Swordsmith Muramasa amidst the skyscrapers of Tokyo. She inquires after the ninja Ryu Hayabusa, his whereabouts a mystery. She brings news of a terrible danger facing the world, bearing a message that must reach Hayabusa at any cost. The medium is the massage. As night falls, the evil Black Spider Ninja Clan emerges from the shadows to infest the streets of this unsuspecting city. Black Spider Ninjas, folks, they're coming. This doesn't seem like a Sky City to me. This seems like regular Tokyo. Alright, maybe it is a Sky City. Wait, are those flying cars? Is this game set in the future? Well, that's a drone. That's just somebody's Amazon delivery in the near future. And I'm sure we'll be fighting some evil corporation that has, like, drones and shit. But I wasn't expecting to see sky cars all over the place. Anyway.
So,
Muramasa said an old school shop. You made a Batman movie and you didn't call it.
You don't have a clue where I can find Ryu Hayabusa?
No one knows where a ninja goes. If he isn't
My flowers won't grow away, Joe. What do you know?
He could be halfway around the world.
Or he could be right outside.
Do you have business with Ryu?
No, I was just wondering.
And what might that be?
All I'll say is that it concerns the Archfiend.
Oh,
he's one of my best customers.
Huh?
Hmm? Oh, rats always mean that a ninja's coming. The elite super spider ninjas come flying through the wall and crash on their heads. Oh, it's just about to say she's not a helpless damsel in distress, but she only got to defeat 2 of them before being disarmed. But as you'll see, beating 2 of the Black Spider Ninja in this game doesn't really mean much. You're supposed to be beating them by the dozens. Who's getting into this? Wait, are you gonna kill her? What's that matter? Guess these guys don't want her talking to Ryu about the Archfiend. Oh, she don't know where that ninja is. Trying to turn me somewhere. You can tell from the leather outfit and the tats, this is not the first time she's been wrapped up in chains. Hey, it's my Axeman Zing. Does that better than you might think. He's a bit short-tempered and not saying much, but
I expected more Ryu Hayabusa.
there's like a dozen of you. It's hardly fair. Alright, now I did an awful job of this in the video that I then realized I wasn't recording for my audio, so it was kind of okay, but I'm already doing a little better, and I'm not doing exceptionally well. I'm trying to do an ultimate technique. There we go. want to get that essence before I get taken to another scene. Obliteration techniques. That'll be a big thing in this game, which will be explained later. Any idea what that was about, old man? I'm looking for that rat!
Oh, why, if it isn't you.
Oh, who knows where a ninja goes? Not me. A ninja goes anywhere they want to.
They were minions of the Black Spider clan.
Ninjas go right on the floor.
Indeed they were. We haven't heard from them in a while.
Not since the last game.
Who was the woman?
You don't know her? Neither do I.
Said her name was Sonia. Could be an American Gladiator.
She was looking for you. She said it was about the Archfiend.
Well, now I have a reason to save her. I didn't have one before.
The Archfiend.
You know him? He was looking for you. Said it was something about Sonia. I get confused about which FBI agent, CIA agent is with. Yeah, every time I try to go for an ultimate technique, I get hit. So obliteration techniques. The fact I've been looking at is like, don't try for obliteration techniques. They don't work as well. Go for ultimate techniques. But every time I try an ultimate technique, I just get nailed. Except right here. So you can press. Now this is a neat little feature. You can press and hold R1 to sense the proper path. And then whichever way the camera points is where you're supposed to go. And I've been using it to go everywhere except the proper path, looking for extra treasures and loots. So, like, coming back into Muramase's shop, you get the Herb of Spiritual Life. This item can heal the lasting damage that is marked in red on the health gauge. So you can see I've got a little bit of damage that did not come back at the end of that fight. If I took the ginseng there, it would do the trick. And I also got another one of the same. You can only carry 5 of them. And since you don't have to pay for weapon upgrades in this game, keeping a... Oh, and the other thing is they do have rebirth talismans, but maybe it's because of this difficulty level. You're only allowed to carry 1. Which actually means you don't have as much to spend money on. And it's not really going to matter because this is a... We will learn about this. Oh, damn you, I knew you were coming and I still got hit. So as you'll see, that dragon statue was kind of inactive while enemies are. Legendary statue, the Earth Dragon. You can use the statue when no enemies are present. Statue is glowing with a mystical light. It can be used to heal your wounds and record your progress. So you save your game. Mysterious light has faded, but the statue can still be used to record the details of your journey. So save games in this game, the save statues work. The first time you encounter them, you get all of your health back, which is big. Basically, instead of trying to like keep your health for an entire stage, you're really trying to get from one save point to another. I'm sure in later stages they're farther apart. Damn it! This guy's suicide on you in this game. Probably a lot worse in higher difficulties. In this one, it's kind of like, okay, well, it's one less enemy I gotta kill. Part of me wishes I had gone and cleared these guys out before touching the save statue. Because I could save again, but I won't be able to get the health regenerate. So yeah, I'm sure save statues get farther apart in the higher levels, but in this one, you really do just need to get to the next save point for the first time and you should get a chance to recover. Alright, let's get this. Oh, they gave me a bunch of blue essence because they are, after all, still explaining how the game works at this point. Oh, see if I can get it. little annoyed that I took any damage there, because I thought I'd set that up so I would get it perfectly. Oh, I did get the health back. Maybe it's, again, maybe it's the easy difficulty level, but I seem to, even with yellow essence, you can get a little bit of health back. So you're supposed to ninja walk across here, I think. I'm going to fall down intentionally so that we can not miss out on any goodies that may be down here. And indeed, there is a treasure chest. And it has the technique of shadowless footsteps. Oh, this is teaching how to do it. Jump with X towards the wall, then hold forward or along it. Places that seem out of reach no longer are. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, game. So I did want to go down there once just to actually explain to you, the viewer at home, how I'm doing this awesome ninja run. Can't fool me, I know there's probably dudes waiting around that corner. Okay, there aren't, but it could have been. The reverse wind technique, the break wind technique. Use L1 plus that to perform a quick dash in the direction indicated by the left stick. Use it to dodge enemy attacks and to get close and finish them off. So, it's not, I don't know, it doesn't seem as cool to me as the flippity evades that you did in the prior game, but I guess you're still defending as you do it, so it's safe. Lives of the 1,000 Gods permanently increases your maximum health. So you definitely don't want to be missing those, and I will be checking the facts to make sure we find all those as we go. I'm suspicious that opening that triggered enemies, but it didn't. So, yeah, we got health back. So the proper path is down that way. So far, at least in the first stage, it did not appear that you were able to take damage by falling to death. Oh, I have a crystal skull. Okay, well, the first crystal skull, I guess we won't see me getting it. Ooh, shit. That didn't go quite the way I wanted it to. So I played last night, and the crystal skull appears in your inventory, and it just says this is a crystal skull of, you know, whatever, it's a mysterious treasure. It doesn't really explain what it's for, but the first crystal skull, and it's quite visible, you can see it very clearly, is across there. So you come up to here and you can get it. It's like right in here. And I guess by getting it the other day, you only get to collect it once, even if you start a new game. Damn it! Annihilation move. Another annihilation move. Yeah, triangle button gives you pretty much an automatic kill on someone who's been wounded, but I'm thinking these enemies in this first stage are easier to get to the point where one annihilation move will kill them than enemies later. And this is the first stage, so they give you plenty of... Damn it. I just looked really silly there. But I got a little revenge. Black spider ninja guys. Bunch of jerks. I'm glad I'm killing you by many of you at a time. So I keep assuming I'll see more enemies coming pretty much all times. Art of the Inferno. The Inferno's blaze reduces your enemies to ashes. To equip this Nympho, press blah blah blah. Flames underneath the health gauge represent your ki. You can use ki to cast Nympho or chi, whatever. Collect red essence to replenish your chi. So we can go ahead and equip it, because I don't have any other Nympho, so we might as well have it equipped. Nympho, from what the way it worked in the last game, and it seems to work much that way in this game, quite not really all that useful against bosses, but pretty damn powerful against... you start out with a Talisman of Rebirth, which I think is because of the easy difficulty level. But yeah, the Nympho, not that useful. Well, matter of fact, we're probably expected to learn how to use it. So I'll just go ahead and use it. Damn it. I surely should not be having this much trouble with a single enemy. And I didn't get Nympho back. I was expecting to get Nympho back from that. That was why I went ahead and used one. I figured it was like the tutorial zone. Oh well. I'm sure we'll find a treasure chest with red essence in it. Oh, there it is. So I could have used a whole bunch of it. Matter of fact, I really should have waited. Be down there to get your essence that you undropped. So here's an area that we didn't have to come to. It's just if you miss a jump, oftentimes those will have treasure. Not this time. We've got the lives of 1,000 gods. I think there's 2 crystal skulls. I'm pretty sure when I played through last night, I got one of the 2 crystal skulls. Obliteration witches. Sadly, I have taken health damage that cannot be. So you. No, I want to go down. I want to. Maybe you can't fall down this one. Oh, it's oh. Get over here, you jerks. Damn it! So they just refused to come over to where I could do anything to them. Oh, these guys are wounded. You know what? I bet this scroll we're about to read teaches us about these obliteration techniques I've been using. Press triangle near an enemy that has lost an arm or leg to finish them off. Injured enemies can be extremely dangerous. Dispose of them quickly. Yeah, so those guys were all pre-wounded because they were supposed to be... This is where I was learning how to do something I've been doing already. Which is to get getting close to a wounded enemy. And I guess without pressing any directions, you just gotta press the triangle button and you'll go into like a little animated automatic fatality move. But there's gotta be loot hidden down here, right? So it's such a pain in the ass to get down here. Apparently not. This is just, again, if you can't figure out how to freaking climb like you're supposed to, I don't even need that thing. That's how badass I am. I was charging on my ultimate technique, and then the freaking jerks didn't even come over there to where I could hit them with it. They just started throwing shit at me. The flying bird technique. Run up against the wall and press X repeatedly. Jump against the wall, press X repeatedly to scale to opposing walls. Allows you to reach higher ground. This is the kind of thing that is occasionally required to progress, and other times is required to find hidden items, because there are two walls close enough for you to do this and you don't necessarily notice. We can heal and save here. I mean, might have been smart to just not even do that and save that for come back to it later. I'll have to make agonizing decisions about that kind of thing at later stages. See, I knew he was primed for obliteration. I was looking pretty slick there for a minute. A few minutes of looking pretty badass. And had I just flipped up and done this, I could have jumped back down there and gotten the health, and oh, that would have been the thing to do. I could have gone and saved after clearing out these guys. So going across the bridge is the correct path. What if you jump into the water? I want you to go this way. Let's try going this way. Hidden shit? Well, there's enemies. Obliterate that guy. And I totally missed my ultimate technique. So I just lost a lot of health and just looked bad doing it. Call to clear out an area which does not appear to have any loots. They still want me to go that way, so let's continue exploring other ways. And this is a waterfall. We can't jump off there, but there is a treasure chest, so this was not all for nothing. It's a Life of the Gods. Collect and use 9 of these to permanently increase your health. So that was worth getting, because it will eventually lead to a permanent health increase, which is worth looking kind of mildly bad against some local ninjas. I think what we'll do is we'll finish exploring under the this little river area. We'll position ourselves so we're ready to cross that bridge to adventure, and we'll call it a video there. It looks like over here there are no enemies, there's just treasure. It's the Devil's Way mushroom. It's all small amount of key. So if I was ever actually using Nympho, that would be useful. Somewhere on the other side of that bridge lies the rest of our adventure, folks. We'll come into that exciting bridge thing, I can't speak now, next time on the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you'll stick with me next time as we continue to try to find the mysterious CIA agent, Sonia, who has been kidnapped by the Black Spider Ninja Clan. If we can rescue her, maybe she can tell us something about the Archfiend. If we can't, maybe this will turn out to be the driving plot of the entire game, trying to rescue a CIA agent. It would not be the first time. That was a fairly major part of